Voila, beans on toast. My mom's just walking off screen before we come. She's ready to eat the beans.
I think I'm just going to turn off the toaster oven. So we don't.
Hi, we're so glad to be with you. I am Fanny Singer.
And I'm Alice Waters.
And we're here.
Your mom. No, let's do that again.
We are going to demo a couple recipes that are super, super simple. We'll start with garlic toast. People, I think, associate garlic bread with a lot of butter and garlic and maybe parsley or dried parsley even. And this is just a piece of toast rubbed with garlic and then just doused in really good olive oil and a little bit of salt. What we're also going to do is make beans on toast, which is a great thing to do if you've made a pot of beans at the beginning of the week, which I know many of you now in quarantine are relying heavily on pulses and making beans much more than you ever had in the past. There's a recipe in Always Home that is actually for a pot of beans that were a failure. And it's called Simple Black Beans, or at least it was supposed to be simple. Remember that when we were in Mexico? They were, my mom bought some organic beans that I think may have been left over from the Reagan administration or earlier.
You want to have a good bread. This is not complicated. I think we'll do 4 slices and let it toast until it's quite brown.
Anyways, these beans are beans that we made earlier in the week. What day is it? For something like beans on toast, I would prefer a barloti or a cannellini or something like that, more in the Italian genus, I feel like. But black beans will do too, whatever you have on hand, really. And all we're going to do, since these are totally cooked, is just heat them up.
Fanny always cooks beans with a lot of herbs in them and spices.
I kind of feel like you almost can't over-embroider when you're cooking beans because they will absorb a lot of flavor, but their flavor needs to be coaxed out through the cooking. And I always salt the water, but not too heavily. But I find that really, cooking them in a bit of brine actually really increases their flavor and aroma. And then I put in tons of herbs, like anything I have on hand, really.
I like to make a little bouquet of herbs.
So this is not a little bouquet. This is a large bouquet. But something called a bouquet garni, which is a traditional way of adding like herbal aroma to anything you're cooking, is just a kind of handful of bay, maybe rosemary, definitely thyme, parsley. My mom's miming twine because we don't have any here. The toast is ready.
And I like it very toasty. It's very important that you rub it when it's very hot with the garlic, because it sort of just melts in, almost cooks the garlic, and of course drowning it in olive oil.
Drowning. We consume approximately this much olive oil on a weekly basis, if not every few days. It's a shocking habit. Thankfully, my dad makes olive oil, so there's a somewhat endless supply. A little bit of salt is how I would just serve it at the table. Let's get a slotted spoon for this.
Or even this would work.
Okay, she doesn't want to wait. She's an impatient cook. I wonder where I get it from. And then I'm going to just chop a little bit of parsley to put on top, which is totally optional, but it's just nice to have a little pungent hit of green on there. I would be tempted to put even more olive oil on there, but should we resist? Maybe a little bit of Aleppo pepper just for color instead. Match my jeans. Green's done.